Alright, here we are with the haunted doll I bought off eBay. It's probably about 100 dolls on eBay that are haunted, quote unquote, with a backstory to them all. This one seemed more legit to me, anyways. It was made by a witch coven in Tennessee. That's where it was shipped from, so I'm assuming Tennessee. And I guess according to the item description by the witch coven that sells these, they were born into the cult. So they weren't just a bunch of friends who got together and decided to call themselves witches. They were born into this witch coven, and they did use black magic for the dolls, which makes me a little nervous now. For those of you out there, the skeptics or non-believers, you guys probably don't care. I believe in this stuff, so we took a lot of precautions in trying to protect ourselves here. I made a little box, and I used a Wiccan protection symbol. I put that on the box. I also put it on the bottom of the box for the doll to sit on. So the doll's encased in there. We put salt around the box so no spirits can leave the area. We also wanted to pay a little bit of respect too, because you got to talk to the doll like it's a person, because it used to be a person. Now I don't know if there's one soul that they put in the doll or several, because the item description does say souls as in plural, but it does say they do call the doll Rita. The doll's name is Rita. Something else that makes me a little weary too. I'm watching a lot of videos and doing some research earlier today, and I don't know if these souls were put into this doll willingly or if they were forced into the dolls, like some type of afterlife slavery, because originally these are made as voodoo dolls. You ask them to do something, and as long as you treat them right, they say you should give food and treats. Obviously they're not going to physically eat these things right in front of you, but there's energy in these edible items. Our bodies use energy from food. We physically have to eat it to keep our physical bodies maintained. I don't have an EMF detector with me. Those are with Luke, and Luke is at home sick. But we do have the portal. We're planning on using that tonight to try and speak with Rita or any other souls that are in this doll, potentially, allegedly. And we have the IR camera set up too, so we'll monitor it overnight as well.
A few moments later.
Major update on this doll situation. This is a stud finder, but it also detects electrical wiring. So, if you want to hold the camera?
Sure.
All right. So it's on. That's the electrical buzzer when it detects electricity, right?
It was doing that.
Alright, so we thought the stud finder and wiring electrical thing detector was being affected by the camera. So we moved it from the pod over this way, away from Rita. And it's going off. Right there, that buzzer. Now we put a ring of salt around the portal, and we put Rita on top of the portal. There wasn't much activity with the first portal session because we had her in the little containment jar with the protection symbols and the salt around it. This way, the theory is that she'll be able to communicate with us a lot better. Starting now. Hello. Is your name Rita?
Yeah.
Did you go into the doll willingly, or did they trap you? Something cold. How many cups of coffee do you like?
4.
4. The listing said 4 cups of coffee. Do you like where you are, or do you feel trapped?
Chips.
We're gonna try and figure out how to help you guys out, okay? So you're not trapped. So we finished our portal session. It was pretty quick because there's some disturbing messages. We found out some information. My theory was correct that there are souls that are trapped. They were put in that doll and they're trapped there. So we never actually dealt with trying to help spirits become untrapped. We don't know. I'm not even 100% sure if these are negative entities or if they're positive entities, but whatever they are, they're trapped.
Or if, honestly, they're being truthful or not, I suppose.
But we put the doll back in its protective casing. Before we started the second portal session, we did hear some movement upstairs, and all the cats are down here.
Sleeping.
So we're going to burn some sage and monitor the doll for the rest of the night using the IR camera. In the meantime, we're going to figure out how to undo witchcraft.
Tomorrow.
So we set up the IR camera for an overnight monitoring of the possessed haunted doll. It's a camera called Guardzilla, so it only starts recording when it detects movement. So there's a 1 to 2 second delay before it starts recording. Something activated it maybe 4 or 5 times last night between 10-minute intervals. In one clip, the audio is very distorted for some reason.
You gave me the soul of that god, didn't you? I skipped him sitting all the way over here.
I'm not sure what caused it. There's no heating vents or fans near the camera. It was very odd. I'm going to assume that the doll had something to do with it. Like I said last night during the portal session, we believe that there are trapped souls in this doll that was caused by this witch coven that made the doll. So they might not even know what they're doing. Or maybe they do. I mean, they do state in the auction they use black magic or the dark arts. We don't know how we're going to help these spirits yet. So there's going to be a lot of research, but for now we're keeping it in the box and on the protection circle until we can figure something out.